Check it. Alright guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. Apes, this is going to be our biggest test. In this video, I talk about my plans and what I'm going to be doing with my portfolio. This video is not financial advice. I cannot tell you what to do. I can only tell you what I am doing. I hope this works out for all of us. I'm talking about the setup in this video. I'm talking about the setups we have for next week. And again, I already put out my weekly prediction update video. I do think we're going to see an explosive week this week. But I talk about my plans as a trader and as an investor for this week for AMC stock, APE stock, and the rest of the market. So with that being said, let's go ahead and hop in the charts, the facts, the data. Let's go. All right, guys, what is up? You are back for another video with Data Zero. Sorry for the late video. I normally put out my Sunday videos a little bit sooner than this, but we were making steady improvements to our mind, body, and soul today. So let's go ahead and hop in the charts and see what we have going on. This video is going to be a little bit different. I already put out my video yesterday giving you guys the prediction and the update for the TA, what I'm looking at, how we're breaking out of this ascending triangle, how we already broke double sloping resistance. So if you want to see that video, go ahead and check that out. Again, the setup is very, very simple for next week. We have this ascending triangle marked here in turquoise. Again, I have a ton of stuff on my screen, so I know the TA is kind of hard to see with all of these crazy colors and stuff like that. But guys, right here's your ascending triangle. Right here's your horizontal line. Right here is your ascending support. We had a breakout to the upside. This is a bullish structure. When you have these types of structures, this is a bullish consolidation. Once you break to the top of it, these normally almost always, ascending triangles almost always play out to the upside. They're not like bull flags. They're not like bull pennants where they have a 2 out of 3 chance. These almost, now again, nothing is 100% in the stock market, but these almost always play out to the upside. And we already have this one fully formed. It's already fully formed and reconfirmed with a not one, but double reconfirmation off of the horizontal support. So next week, we're looking good for filling up this gap, and we're looking good for filling this whole gap next week, as we do have the bullish structure we need to push up. Now, Monday, we could have a day of consolidation. Why? Because we've had 5 green days in a row. So we could have some consolidation. And after this TA, guys, I'm going to explain what I'm doing this week, okay? This video, I'm going to be explaining. I kind of just hopped into the TA part, but I'm going to be explaining what I'm personally going to be doing with my shares this week and what my plan is, because this is the final week for some apes, okay? This is the final week for some apes, so I'm going to be explaining my plan after we look up at the setup. So here's the setup, guys. We have the ascending triangle. We have the breakout to the upside. Now, again, we have multiple green days in a row, so we might need a day of consolidation on Friday. Friday might have been our day of consolidation. Okay, so we had big moves up. Pretty much, were covered here. We formed our bottom here on Monday of last week. Tuesday we had a nice push up. Wednesday we kind of just consolidated. Thursday we had another nice push up, and then Friday we kind of consolidated. So Monday we could, and again, this is just something speculative. We could see Monday a nice big green day. Okay, we could see this big green day. Why? Because this could have been our consolidation day. When you're looking at stocks, you want them to move in waves. You don't want them to just pop up. You don't want them to just ride up. You don't want them to just crash. You want them to move in waves for nice, healthy movement. That's how you can easily determine the trend. Guys, look at this nice, healthy, clean uptrend. We have a push to the upside, we consolidate. A push to the upside, we consolidate. What we're looking for is a possible another push to the upside, hitting our price targets of $4.50 and $5, which are in effect for next week. I do think these price targets will be filled by the end of next week. $4.50 and $5, and the gap will be filled this week. Now, the question is, if we can fill the gap and get over $6.20, things could get popping for AMC, because we could get that $8 retest. And if we break $8 to $12, then we have a shot at all-time highs, because there's little to no support resistance after these $8 to $12 zone. There's a lot of hollow support and resistance zones where AMC can just easily travel. Also, there's not as much price discovery, so AMC easily moves through these areas. And also, shorts are heavily underwater under those positions at $8 to $12, so they're heavily underwater. That means we could possibly see shorts covering FOMO kicking in, gamma kicking in, multiple things giving us a gamma ramp, and feedback loop all the way back up to all-time highs. So again, if we break $8 to $12, we have a shot at hitting all-time highs, but first we need to break 6 to 12. That is the first golden zone, 6 to 12. That leads us to 8. 8 leads us to possibly hitting $20 to $40. In my personal opinion, not financial advice. Now, this is what I'm looking at based off of the technicals, based off what I'm seeing. It does look like we're going to have a bullish week. And again, I did predict a bullish week for AMC, APE, and SPY for this week, as well as GME. So that is what I'm looking at for AMC and the meme stocks. Again, this video is going to be a little bit different. This is my Sunday update video. Check out yesterday's video for my update and prediction. I went through very, very thoroughly on each stock. I do think SPY is going to be having a green week as SPY gets a bounce, as it gets a bounce back to the upside at one of these key levels at either 439, 441, or 444. So I did talk about that on my video as well. I do think we're going to get a bounce as we are outside of the Bollinger Bands. RSI is getting very, very close to oversold, if not oversold on some of these other metrics. We're outside of the Bollinger Bands on the daily time frame. So price is probably going to get a nice bounce back to the upside. Then we could see further capitulation to the downside because the trend is your friend and the trend is to the downside. I don't think we're going to come up here and fill this gap or get a even double top. Some people are saying about a double top and stuff like that. I don't even think that's going to happen. The highest I think will go is 446 in my personal opinion on SPY, filling out this basically this macro bear flag, and then continuing back to the downside, playing out the overall crash that I do think is coming. And then I do think GME is going to be recovering, and I think APE is going to be pushing to the upside as it breaks out of this bull pennant that we already see it testing and breaking out of currently. So I do think APE is going to have a nice week this week as well. The only thing I'm worried about with APE is RSI being overbought here on some of the higher metrics, but this is literally in squeeze mode as it is outside of the Bollinger Bands. RSI is blown out and the price continues to just keep melting to the upside. So APE is in literal squeeze mode. Plus, shorts have to cover before the conversion. So again, we could see an explosive week here for AMC as we do have the reverse split. So let me talk about the reverse split. The reverse split is on the 24th, and then we have on the 25th the conversion, and then apparently, and I do not know if I have this right because this whole thing is so confusing. I'm extremely intelligent and this whole thing still even confuses me, y'all. So don't feel bad if you're confused by everything going on. But right here is what I think what it is. And again, you're going to have to go do your own due diligence to confirm this because I'm not even 100% sure. But what I figured out from the Discord is basically what we have is the 25th is going to be the reverse split. Or the 24th is going to be the reverse split. The 25th is going to be the conversion. And then after all of that, you'll get your AMC dividend. So first it's going to be a reverse split, then it's going to be conversion, then you're going to get your AMC dividend. Now, there is an AMC calculator out there that will show you how many AMC shares you'll have after the conversion and the reverse split. And guys, I'm just saying this. I'm not saying I want the reverse split, but I'm talking about my plan and strategy at this point. And guys, from the settlement, okay, from the settlement, you actually can make a little bit of profit, okay? You can make a little bit of profit. For an example, someone ran through where they basically had 401 shares at the end, and they got about, I think, 13 extra shares of AMC. So if you get 13 extra shares of AMC from your settlement and then sell all of those shares at $20 to $30 post split, let's say we're at $2 or $3 and we do a reverse split, you'll go to $20 or $30. So in that case, not saying these are the prices I want it to be in, I'm just saying, giving an example. But in that case, let's say it went to $30 and you got like 13 extra, we'll just make the numbers easy. You got 5 extra shares. Well, guys, then you get $5 or 5 extra shares times the $20 or $30 that you sell it for. So with this settlement, you could see a little bit of profit. It's not going to be Moas money, but it could be a little bit of profit. Now, if you play this thing right, because me personally, I know a lot of apes think the reverse split is good. Me personally, I think that reverse split is not good, but I might hold my shares, okay? And whatever I do, I'm going to tell you guys. If I sell any shares, I'm going to tell you guys. What I'm looking to do, and I'm going to tell you the plan straight up right now, is if we rally to 8, 10, 12, $15 before this thing takes off, I'm taking some of the risk off the table. Okay, I'm taking some of the risk off the table, especially if we see a rally to the upside. Now, if we start the week and I don't see what I think we're going to see, which I think we're going to see an explosive week, but if we don't see that and we just see some type of crime or manipulation and they end up keeping us at $5 by the end of the week, then I'm just holding all my shares straight through the reverse split, and I'll sell maybe some of my shares post reverse split, because if it goes to $5, it's going to split to $50. So I'm going to sell some of my shares post reverse split. And again, you have to not fall for that psychological trap, because if you are at $5 and it goes to 50, you don't make money when you go through the reverse split because you lose shares. So the value stays the same. So just because it goes to 5 to 50 doesn't mean you make money. So you have to keep that in your mind. But if we're only at $5, I might sell some of my shares because I was able to average down and get my average quite low, quite lower than I think a lot of people's averages are. My average is a little over $4 at this point. So if I can even average down more, it'd be great. But if we hit $5, I would be in profit. I'd be in profit 550. So I'd be looking at maybe taking some risk off the table at those levels and then selling some post split. I'm going to let you guys know what I do. I'm going to be very transparent about what I do with my moves, but I'm telling you guys right now, if we see a rally, I'm probably taking some risk off the table, and then I'll hold some after the split. I don't think I'm going to sell all my shares before the split, so I don't think that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm really almost kind of curious, against my better judgment, against my better judgment of just holding through the split and seeing what happens. Why do I feel this way? Well, guys, you have to remember, everyone's in a different position, okay? My position is pretty much risk-free, okay? I put very little of my own money in this. When the first run-up happened, I sold half of my shares. Okay, I sold half my shares when the first run up happened. And again, I'm not sitting here to brag about this, but look, it ran up. I knew this was the complacency stage. I made multiple trades in this level here. When it ran up, I sold. Then when it went back down to 40, I bought. When it went back up to 64, I sold. When it went down to 40, I bought. And I did this over and over and over again, making an absolute bag through this time period of volatility. This was a day trader's paradise during this time period. So I made an absolute bag through this time period. Then, by the grace of God, sold half of my shares and bought them back way down here. So my position is literally house money. And on top of all that, I've made several other massive trades that I've just added on to AMC over these past 2 years. So all of these trades that I've been making, all these day trades, I would take those profits and then add on to AMC. And this is a strategy that I am teaching some of you, and I've seen some of you take advantage of. Very, very proud of you guys that took advantage of that strategy of using trades, using house money to buy your AMC position. That way you do not have to worry as much about what happens. Now, again, I am very worried about this capital because it's a lot of capital and I could use it to deploy it in other means. So for an example, if I use the capital that I had for AMC, instead of buying just Apple shares and bought some Apple call options with that capital that I had for AMC, I could have made my own MOAS. Okay, I could have made my own MOAS and made my own life-changing gains off of another play. Okay, there are many other plays that you can make life-changing gains. I have another play that I'm possibly setting up for the market crash that could make life-changing gains. If this one plays out like Apple played out and we get a huge run to the downside, guys, so there are other plays, okay? So you have to be prepared how you use your capital. There's also other ways to make money. There's passive income strategies. There's crypto strategies. There's multiple other plays. So do not feel discouraged if AMC did not work out for you. There's multiple other plays. And if you're on this channel, you're going to get the play. So hit subscribe right now. Join the Data Zero family, because if AMC doesn't work out for whatever reason, I'm hoping it works out for everyone. I hope we get the squeeze. I hope we get the MOS. I hope I'm wrong about the reverse split. I hope the reverse split causes the MOS. But guys, we have to face reality right now. Okay, we have to face reality. Okay, this could be the end. Okay, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. We have multiple lawsuits on the table. This thing could go to the Supreme Court, but we have to be prepared for this week. So if you do not have a plan, make sure you have a plan, because if you don't have a plan going into next week, you're going to get wrecked, okay? The main thing I don't want to happen to anyone is anyone get wrecked, okay? So make sure you have a plan. Some of you guys have messaged me and said how much this means to you, how much money you have into it, how important it is for this to work out. Listen, have a plan. The best thing I can do for advice, and I'm not giving it financial advice, what I did personally is I averaged down to make sure I can make profit from this gap fill. I averaged down to make sure I can make profit from the gap fill at worst case scenario. I do think we might test 6 this week, possibly 8. If we test 6 to 8, we can break out even higher, but we do not know at this point, guys. We don't know. It's not like I have a huge rally to look at and we're already at $6 and I can say, yeah, we're going to $8. Normally, when it's very, very crystal clear for me, guys, I'm telling you and I'm confident. I'm like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Look, right now, what I'm telling you guys is we have a setup for this gap fill, and that could be it. Okay, we have a setup to fill the gap, but that could be the it of the rally. It's going to be luck or it's a risk to try to wait for $8. Okay, so what I'm telling you is we don't know what's going on right now. So you have to have a plan. We have a beautiful setup for a rally, but we don't have any candles leading the rally. So I can't say, yeah, this is for sure what's going to happen. What I can tell you what I think going to happen is we're probably going to hit 450. We're probably going to hit $5. But after that, there's no, oh, I'm sure we're going to hit 6. I'm sure we're going to hit 8. Okay, so you have to be ready. Now, I think we can easily touch $8, but we don't have time. If AMC was left alone, the Moss roadmap would have played out. If AMC was left alone, it would literally squeeze. If they just kept paying 1,000% cost to borrow and keep using all of their money, it would literally squeeze. Just leave it on the threshold security list. It would literally squeeze, but people are interfering with it now. People are trying to destroy the play from the inside out. Adam Aaron, multiple other bad actors trying to destroy the play from the inside out. So it was not a bad trade. Do not feel like you made a bad trade. Do not feel like you got defeated. We got destroyed from the inside out. We got dismantled from the inside out. We got played from the inside out. But now we have to figure out what we're doing with reality. So guys, the video basically is just my plan is to wait to see how high we get with this rally. Try to take some risk off the table if we get past $5 to $6. Also, I'm going to be looking for possible exits. I'm going to be streaming this whole week, so I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm doing right there on the fly. So tune into the streams to make sure you have all the answers if you want answers from what I'm doing with my personal portfolio and the technical analysis that I provide. Go ahead and tune in. But guys, my basic plan is to try to look for exits to take risk off of the table on the way up. If we don't see any possible exits to make profit, because I'm only selling for profit, I will hold through the reverse split and see what happens and either become the world's biggest bag holder or a person that was extremely wrong and the reverse split does call the squeeze, and then I'll be extremely happy to be wrong, or I'm going to be extremely right and become the world's biggest bag holder. At least it was house money. I cannot say that for all of you. So guys, make sure you have a plan. Guys, this is the video. If you found it informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content, guys. We're set up for a great week, ladies and gentlemen. We ride on Monday. It's going to be a crazy one. The market looks like it could set up for a nice bounce and then return to a massive crash. I do think the crash will be coming around September. I think it started already, but I think the bulk of it will be in September. APE set up for a possible squeeze move to the upside. AMC set up for a possible rally to the upside, and GME finding a possible bottom. Bullish, 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 bullish. Guys, if you found a video informative, go ahead and drop a like. Press subscribe for more content like this. Remember, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out. All right, that was the video. If you found it informative, all you have to do is simply drop a like. And I do have a Twitter and Discord. There are a few spots left for the Discord. There's very limited space left on the Discord. So if you want your space, go ahead and email me today. Email me today or by Monday at the latest, because I can't even guarantee by Monday there will be any spots left. They are filling up fast. So if you want to get in the Discord to get these plays that I'm putting out, people are making $1,500, $1,600, $1,000 every single day off of these plays. So if you want access to those plays, lifetime access to those plays, and the technical analysis and all of my research, all you have to do is hit me up. Email, Instagram, or Twitter, link below. Hit me up, just say, hey, I want to join the Discord. Then I give you the payment info. You make payment. I send you the link. It's as easy as that. So if you want those limited spaces, go ahead and hit me up. There are a few left. And guys, I appreciate each and every one of you that watched the end of the video to see this message. And as always, have fun, stay safe, make money. Peace out.